ओके, सो आज हम लोग स्टडी करेंगे एमएमपी, जो कि है मैथमेटिकल फिजिक्स। इसका एक छोटा सा टॉपिक मैट्रिसेस। ये टॉपिक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है सभी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम के लिए। आप आईआईटी जैम का एग्ज़ाम दे रहे हो या फिर आप सीएसआई नेट का एग्ज़ाम दे रहे हो, ये टॉपिक सब एग्ज़ाम के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है। मैथमेटिकल फिजिक्स में इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक मैट्रिसेस। सबसे पहले हम ये जानेंगे कि हमें ऑर्डर ऑफ ए मैट्रिक्स, हम उसको कैसे लिखते हैं। ऑर्डर ऑफ ए मैट्रिक्स को हम m क्रॉस n, ये हमारा मैट्रिक्स का ऑर्डर, ठीक है। यहाँ पे m होता है क्या, नंबर ऑफ रोज, और n होता है नंबर ऑफ कलम्स। इस ऑर्डर से हम मैट्रिक्स को टाइप्स में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, टाइप्स ऑफ मैट्रिसेस, ठीक है। पहले हम लोग टाइप में डिफाइन करेंगे रो मैट्रिक्स को। रो मैट्रिक्स मतलब आपका जो m का वैल्यू है वो है 1 और जो n का वैल्यू है वो है n, मतलब नंबर ऑफ रोज हो जाएंगे 1 और नंबर ऑफ कलम्स कोई भी वैल्यू ले सकता है, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे हम एग्जाम्पल में देते हैं, जैसे ये, तो ये हो गया क्या, 1 × 4, तो यहाँ पे n का वैल्यू क्या हो गया 4 और m का वैल्यू कितना है 1, तो ये हो गया क्या, रो मैट्रिक्स, ठीक है। सेकेंड में हम बताएंगे कलम मैट्रिक्स। कलम मैट्रिक्स मतलब क्या, n का वैल्यू हमारा 1 होगा। एग्जाम्पल है सेम 1 2 3 ले लेते हैं, तो इसका मतलब क्या, रो हो गया हमारा 3, कलम हो गया हमारा 1, तो यहाँ पे m का वैल्यू कितना हो गया 3, तो ये हो गया हमारा कलम मैट्रिक्स। उसके बाद में रेक्टेंगुलर मैट्रिक्स। रेक्टेंगुलर मैट्रिक्स में क्या होता है, हमारा m का जो वैल्यू है दैट इज नॉट इक्वल टू n, दैट इज नंबर ऑफ रोज इज नॉट इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ कलम्स। फॉर एग्जाम्पल 1 2 2 3 3 4, तो यहाँ पे हमारे नंबर ऑफ रोज हो गए कितने 3 और कलम्स हो गए कितने 2। इस साइड को हम लोग रो बोलते हैं, ठीक है, और इसको हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, कलम। तो यहाँ पे मेरा m का वैल्यू कितना हो गया 3 और कलम्स का वैल्यू कितना हो गया 2। नेक्स्ट स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स। स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स में m और n का वैल्यू होता है क्या, सेम। जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस हमें एग्जाम में ज़्यादा देखने को मिलते हैं। तो ये हो गया क्या, 3 × 3, तो यहाँ पे m = n = 3, ठीक है। ये हो गए हमारे 4 टाइप्स ऑफ मैट्रिसेस, रो मैट्रिक्स, कलम मैट्रिक्स, रेक्टेंगुलर मैट्रिक्स और स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स, ठीक है। तो मुझे पता है कि कुछ बच्चों को हिंदी समझने में प्रॉब्लम होती है, ठीक है, तो मैं उनके लिए एक बार वापस से इंग्लिश में रिपीट कर देती हूँ। जो हिंदी वाले हैं उनका भी एक बार रिवीजन हो जाएगा, ठीक है। तो इन MMP, that is mathematical physics, here we are discussing a very important topic, that is matrices. This topic is important in IIT JAM, CSI NET, JEST, all examinations, okay. So first of all we will define the order of a matrix. What is the order? It is defined by m cross n, okay. It is defined by m cross n, where m is what, number of rows, and n is what, number of columns. So with this order we can define 4 types of matrix. One is the row matrix. In the row matrix the value of m is equal to 1 and n can take any values, okay. So here we have, for an example, we have written 1 2 3 4. Here we can see m value, that is the row value, is 1 and column value is 4. There are 4 columns, okay. So here n equal to 4. Column matrix, just the reverse of row matrix. Here the number of column will be 1 and rows, there in this example number of rows are 3. Rows can take any values. Now third is what, the rectangular matrix. In the rectangular matrix the number of rows is not equal to the number of the columns. For example here m = 3 and n = 2. See, rows means this in the horizontal direction. Okay, this is called the number of rows, and this in the downward direction, this we will call the number of columns. Square matrix, when the value of m is equal to n, then we will call it as square matrix. Here we have taken the order of 3 cross 3. Here we have taken the order of 3 cross 3. Okay. So next, now we will discuss some special type of matrices. First we will discuss is the diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix means what? Suppose any matrix A, it can be represented by these are its components. Okay. Now you see, this are what how we have written this. You see, A11, which means what? First row, first column. Okay. A12 means first row, second column. Okay, first row, third column. This one second row, first column. Second row, second column. In this way we can define the components of a matrix. Okay. Now for diagonal matrix, this component A11, A22 and A33, this we will get some value. Some value means this three components will have a non-zero value. Rest all other components like A12, A13, A21, A23, A31, A33, this all values will be equal to 0. Okay. So for example, we can write a matrix. Suppose A, we are getting 1, 2, 3, that is the diagonal elements, we are getting some value. Rest all are 0. Okay, this is an example of diagonal matrix. Now next matrix which we will discuss is the scalar matrix. What is the scalar matrix? When the diagonal values of a diagonal matrix are same, that is A11 equals to A22 equals to A33 equals to a value A, then that matrix will be called as scalar matrix. Okay. Example we will discuss so that it will be more clear. Okay. Suppose 1, 1, 1, rest all components are what? 0. So this is the example of scalar matrix. Then we will call that A is what? A scalar matrix. So this is the scalar matrix. Okay. Next we will study about triangular matrix. Now triangular matrix, there are two types of triangular matrix. One is what? Upper triangular matrix. Another is the lower triangular matrix. I am discussing here upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. See what happens. Upper triangular matrix, in general we can say upper triangular matrix equal to what? A, B, C. These are the diagonal elements. Okay. Here, that is the lower part we will write 0 and the upper part we will get some values. This is the upper triangular matrix. Okay. That is the upper part of the matrix is non-zero and the lower part is 0. And in lower triangular matrix, A, B, C, this is the diagonal element, D, E, F, that is the lower part is non-zero and the upper part is 0. When the upper part is 0 and lower part is a non-zero, then we will call the matrix as lower triangular matrix. And when the upper part is non-zero and the lower part is 0, then the matrix is called the upper triangular matrix. Okay. Next we will know how to find the transpose of a matrix. How to find the transpose of a matrix. Transpose of a matrix means what? Rows are getting converted into columns and vice versa. Okay. Any one or rows are getting converted into columns, so columns are getting converted into rows. Okay. For example, A equals to, suppose A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay. Then the transpose of it, this is A transpose, that is equal to, this is the what? Column. It will get converted into rows. Now A, D, G, this is what? Row. It will transform into column. So B, A, this is what? Column. So it will transform into row. These are the columns, they are getting transformed to rows. This is column transformed to rows. This is column transformed into rows. This is called the transpose of a matrix. Okay. This is called the transpose of a matrix. Next topic. Next we will know what is symmetric matrix and what is skew symmetric matrix. In symmetric matrix, when A transpose is equal to A, then that matrix is called symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix, when A transpose is equals to minus of A, then that matrix is called skew symmetric matrix. Okay. Important question that can come, it has come in GATE question, that is to find the number of independent element in skew symmetric matrix and in symmetric matrix. For symmetric matrix, it will be n into n plus 1 by 2. For skew symmetric matrix, it will be n into n minus 1 by 2. Now what is n? Here, what is n? N is the order of a matrix. Order of the matrix. Okay. For a square matrix, we know m equals to n. Suppose a square matrix of order 3 cross 3. Then the number of independent element will be what? 3 into 3 plus 1, that is 4 by 2, that is 6. And here it will be what? 3 into 3 minus 1, that is 2 by 2, that is 3. So here the number of independent element is 6 and here the number of independent element is 3. Okay. Okay. So this was all about symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix. जो बच्चों को हिंदी समझ में आती है उनको कोई प्रॉब्लम तो नहीं हो रहा है ना? उनको समझ में आ रहा है ना मैंने क्या बोला है? मैं रिवीजन करवा दूं क्या फटाक से हिंदी में? डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स में क्या होता है, हमारा जो डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है ना वो नॉन जीरो होगा, रेस्ट जो एलिमेंट्स है वो क्या होगा हमारा जीरो. ठीक है. और स्केलर मैट्रिक्स स्पेशल टाइप ऑफ डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स होता है. इसमें क्या होता है, जो हमारा डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स है ना उनका वैल्यू सेम होगा, बाकी ऑफ डायगोनल एलिमेंट्स के वैल्यू जीरो हो जाएंगे. ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स दो टाइप के होते हैं, एक होता है अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स, एक होता है लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स. ठीक है. अपर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स में मेरा जो अपर पार्ट है वहां पे वैल्यू मिलेगा, जो मेरा लोअर पार्ट है वहां पे वैल्यू नहीं मिलेगा. लोअर ट्रायंगुलर मैट्रिक्स में अपर पार्ट में जीरो मिलेगा, लोअर पार्ट में वैल्यू मिलेगा. ठीक है. ट्रांसपोज ऑफ ए मैट्रिक्स हमें कैसे करना है, बहुत ईजी है. रो जो है ये, या मेरा कलम जो है वो रो में कन्वर्ट कर लो या रो को कलम में कन्वर्ट कर लो, एक ही बात है, बट एक ही ऑपरेशन करना है. ठीक है. एट अ टाइम एक ही ऑपरेशन करना है. सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स, जब मेरा ए ट्रांसपोज का वैल्यू ए मैट्रिक्स के इक्वल होगा तब हम उसे सिमेट्रिक बोलेंगे. जब हमारा ए ट्रांसपोज का वैल्यू माइनस ए के इक्वल होगा तब हम उसे क्या बोलेंगे, स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स. एक क्वेश्चन जो गेट में आया था वो ये था, पूछा गया था नंबर ऑफ द इंडिपेंडेंट एलिमेंट. ये क्वेश्चन बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. आप सेट, एमएससी एंट्रेंस एग्जाम, गेट, आईआईटी जैम, इवन नेट में भी आप इसको एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हो. ठीक है. तो नंबर ऑफ इंडिपेंडेंट एलिमेंट्स क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स में हो गया आपका n इंटू एन माइनस 1 बाई 2, सिमेट्रिक में हो गया n इंटू एन प्लस 1 बाई 2. वहाँ पे n क्या है हमारा, ऑर्डर ऑफ द मैट्रिक्स. ये स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स के लिए होगा. तो यहाँ पे अगर मैंने स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स का वैल्यू लिया सपोज 3 क्रॉस 3, ठीक है, तो मैं 3 इंटू 3 प्लस 1 बाई 4 बाई 2 करूँगी तो मुझे 6 मिल जाएगा, और 3 इंटू 3 माइनस 1 बाई 2 करूँगी तो मुझे 3 मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. तो अब हम नेक्स्ट क्या पढ़ेंगे, हमने कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट. ओके. नाउ हाउ टू फाइंड कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स. Suppose a matrix A. I am explaining with the help of an example only. Okay? Suppose A 0 1 1 plus I 2 2 minus I 0 0 3 plus I 0. So the complex conjugate is what? Just we will convert I with minus I. 0, this is real part. 1 plus I is 1 minus I. This is 2. This is 2 minus I, so it will be plus I. 0, 0, 3 plus I, so it will be minus I, and 0. So this is called the complex conjugate of a matrix. Okay. Now we know our polyspin matrices are there. We know 3 polyspin matrices are there, right? Sigma x, sigma y, and sigma z. Sigma x and sigma x complex conjugate are same because there is no imaginary part only. It's 0, 1, 1, 0. Sigma y is not equal to sigma y complex conjugate because there is an imaginary part in it. And sigma z is also equal to sigma z complex conjugate. Okay. So this is the complex conjugate of a matrix. Next topic is what? Our next topic is Hermitian matrix. Okay. This I have already discussed in the operator physics of quantum mechanics. Just I will recall it again once here. You can go through the second part of quantum mechanics. There you will get a detailed explanation of this Hermitian matrix and its eigenvalues and everything related to this. Now Hermitian matrix, this is what? A dagger equals to A. Now what this A dagger means? A dagger means A transpose then its complex conjugate, or A complex conjugate then its transpose. Both will get the same value. Okay. I hope you understood that for Hermitian matrix we need to first do the transpose then the complex conjugate, or also you can do the complex conjugate first then the transpose. This is the Hermitian matrix. I am not telling here in details because Hermitian matrix, orthogonal matrix and unitary matrix, these 3 I have already discussed in the operator physics lecture of quantum mechanics. Okay, so I am not explaining again it again here. Okay, see that lecture. Okay, I am providing the link of that lecture in the description box. Okay, you can go through that. Next we will read some important properties about determinants. Some important properties about determinants. What is that? First, yes. We will get to know some important tricks about determinant. Better I would say the word tricks. Suppose for a diagonal matrix. Okay, diagonal matrix means we know what? The diagonal elements are present, rest all elements are 0. So the determinant of this matrix is equal to what? A, B, C. That means determinant of diagonal matrix is what? It is the product of the diagonal elements. Is the product of the diagonal elements. So suppose in exam you are getting this type of a matrix and they are asking you the determinant, or any long question where finding determinant is a part of it, so it's very easy for you. Just the product of the diagonal elements. Okay, so determinant of a diagonal matrix is just the product of the diagonal elements. Now next is triangular matrix. Triangular matrix are of, we know, 2 types. One is the upper triangular matrix, another is the lower triangular matrix. Now determinant of upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix is just the same as diagonal matrix, that is just the product of the diagonal elements. Just the product of the diagonal elements. आप बोलोगे कि आपने तो लिखवा दिया पर हमें तो प्रूफ चाहिए. ठीक है, हमें तो क्या चाहिए? प्रूफ. ठीक है, हम एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं. हम एग्जांपल ले रहे हैं डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स का. सपोज 1 2 3 0 0 0 0 0. ठीक है, एग्जांपल ऑफ अ डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स. सो इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग द डिटर्मिनेंट suppose 1, this has 0, so product of 0 with 0 will be 0 only. So 1, 2 into 3, that is, and rest 0 minus 0 is 0. So this is what? Product of diagonal elements. So we are getting what? 6. Okay. Similarly, for upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix you will get. I am showing you one. Suppose upper triangular matrix example, which is the matrix A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am getting this 0. So determinant of it is what? 1. 4 into 5, 6 minus 0, 0. Plus 2, 6 into 0, 0 into 5, 0. Plus 3, 0 into 0, 4 minus 0, 0. So this is what? Product of diagonal elements. So what I am getting? 20. 1 into 4 into 5, we will get 20. So okay. Next is what? Skew symmetric matrix and symmetric matrix. Okay. Now, for skew symmetric matrix, if the order of a matrix, this is always for a square matrix, okay? For a square matrix, if the order is odd, for example 3 cross 3 or 5 cross 5, the determinant value is directly 0. The value of determinant is directly 0. For skew symmetric matrix, if the order is odd, the value of the determinant is what? Directly 0. Okay? And if the order is even, in that case the determinant is what? AG minus BF plus CD square. Okay? So if you don't remember this formula, one thing we'll always remember, that the determinant value you will get, it will be a perfect square. See, you can see here the square is there. So the value of the determinant will always be a perfect square. Now how to remember this? You see, AG, I am writing the A elements like this, AB. This is for your explanation, okay? D, F and G. So first multiply this to end terms. A with G with a plus sign. Then second you will get a minus sign. This two end terms, that is B and F. Then again a plus sign. This two terms, that is C, D, and square of this. First, when you will learn this, it will take some time. When you will continuously revise this or you will practice more and more questions, it will be habituated, okay? So this is when we are getting even number of order, that is when 4 cross 4 or 2 cross 2 matrix, okay? Then we will get the determinant value, that is a perfect square. And for odd values we will get the value of determinant equals to 0. Clear? Okay. Okay, now let's take an example of skew symmetric matrix. Okay, let's take an example of it. We know for a 4 cross 4 skew symmetric matrix, let's take an example of a skew symmetric matrix. We know the presentation of a skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements are always 0. Okay, so we are taking 0, 1, 2, 3. Then we are taking, this is 1, this is minus 1, 0, 6, 2. Okay, this is 2, so this is minus 2. This is 6, so this is minus 6. Diagonal element 0, then 1, diagonal element 0, and here minus 3, minus 2 and minus 1. Okay, so since it is a 4 cross 4 matrix, so we will get a determinant value. First A cross G, that is 1 into 1, then minus sign 2 into 2, then plus sign 3 into 6 square. So what I am getting? 1 minus 4 plus 18 square. That is how much? 1 minus 4 is minus 3 plus 18, that is 15 square. So that is to 25. Okay, so we can see that it is a perfect square and the determinant value is not equals to 0. In next video we will study about rank, how to calculate rank, and we will discuss the previous year problem related to matrices and differential equation. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe my channel.